this is one of the main reasons I do not want to swoop. It looks really fun, but I think the risk reward, I mean, you can do it 6,000 times, but I mean, that doesn't mean you're going to be okay. So I don't want to swoop.
Well, it's not on or off, right? We don't have to go into splitting thinking where it's, either or, right? It's not necessary. A 450 on a 61 square foot canopy in a mutant harness, like a lot of the swoopers on the top end now, they're going so much faster than even I care to go now. But it doesn't mean I will stop swooping. I just do a, slightly kindler, gentler version of it where I just gain some speed and I'm in control of that speed the whole time. And I never get to that full commitment, right? Where you're turning, long enough and hard enough that you're on the same level as the canopy. I'm nowhere near the ground when I'm in that level of full commitment. So I still believe that it can be done safely, but once you get up to the competition level, yeah, man, it gets sketchy. So yeah, I'm just saying, don't write off all swooping automatically. Suddenly you become. Yeah, I had a discussion with Bill Booth about this. Bill was like, this whole swooping thing, I don't get it. It's just, it's an unnecessary risk and all that. And I said, Bill, think of it this way. All those people out there who don't jump out of planes, what do they say about your risk assessment as a skydiver? They say, you're nuts. They say that you can't control all the variables. And why would you, potentially waste your life and die young for this purpose? And he said, Brian, are you calling me a Whuffo? Bill Booth, right? I said, yes, Bill, I kind of am. You're a swooping Whuffo. And so if you want the Whuffos, the non-skydivers, to have compassion for your perspective, you have to have it for the swoopers. I wasn't trying to shut him up. I was just trying to open his heart. That's all.
A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far away, Naboo was under an attack. And I thought me and Qui-Gon Jinn could talk the Federation into maybe cutting them a little slack. But their response, it didn't thrill us. They locked the doors and tried to kill us. We escaped from that gas, then met Jar Jar and Boss Nass. We took a bongo from the scene and we went to feed to see the Queen. We all wound up on Tatooine. That's where we found this boy. Oh my, this here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later, now he's just a small fry. And he left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Did you know this junkyard slave isn't even old enough to shave? But he can use the Force, they say. Do you see him hitting on the Queen? Though he's just 9 and she's 14. Yeah, he's probably gonna marry her someday. C-3PO, and I've heard how fast his pod can go. And we were broke, it's true, so we made a wager or two. He was a prepubescent flying ace, and the minute Jabba started off that race, well, I knew who would win first place. Oh yes, it was our boy. We started singing my, this here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later, now he's just a small fry. And he left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Now we finally got to Coruscant. The Jedi Council we knew be a Jedi. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. We caught a ride back to Naboo, 'cause Queen Amidala wanted to. I frankly would have liked to stay. We all fought in that epic war, and it wasn't long at all before little Hotshot flew his plane and saved the day. And in the end, some Gungans died, some ships blew up and some pilots fried. A lot of folks were croaking, the battle droids were broken, and the Jedi I admire most met up with Darth Maul and now he's toast. Well, I'm still here and he's a ghost. I guess I'll train this boy. And I was singing, my, this here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later, now he's just a small fry. And he left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. We were singing, my, this here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later, now he's just a small fry. And he left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying soon I'm gonna be a Jedi.
There are times when a crosswind jump run is the best bet, though. When it's real windy, especially if you've got a direction you don't want to go sort of too far into, or you don't want to have people bunched up in the same spot needing to take the 20 seconds. You get the nervous guy that only takes 5 seconds, and now he's right on top of the previous group. You can fly a crosswind jump run, which increases the ground speed. So let's say here we are jumping into Sebastian. It's a beautiful place to jump in Florida. And you got the intercoastal out there. And if you fly the jump run towards the east, when the wind is out of the east, you can be quite a ways out into the salt water. That's unpleasant. So rather than flying straight out to sea, sometimes the choice is to fly you see a little twin otter there, fly the jump run across that wind line. And so the distance away from the airport is the same for everybody, more or less. But now you've got greater ground speed so that you can shorten the times in between the exits, spreads people out, and you don't have anybody out there, in the Gilligan's Island scenario.
Oh crap! Prepare to jump into hyperspace on my mark.
All right, stand by.